Hi, I'm just wondering how many Christians, New Testament age Christians, are aware of the significance of Abel and Cain written about in the Bible. This was actually the starting point of restoration, and the whole of restoration history began from these offerings of Abel and Cain. Abel and Cain. We know how the result ended because Cain killed Abel, but this wasn't at all what could have happened. What was the reason that Abel and Cain made these offerings? They were basically the divided essence of Adam. Adam was the one who multiplied the fall by succumbing to the temptation from Eve, and previously, of course, she succumbed to the temptation from the archangel. Adam thereby came to stand in a midway position. He was serving two masters. And the purpose of Abel and Cain was that each one is basically serving only one master. Abel is standing on the side of God, and Cain is standing on the side of Satan. So the reason why God accepted Abel's sacrifice and did not accept Cain's was simply because Abel was in the position to be accepted by God, whereas Cain was not. Cain had to make his offering through Abel. And this has continued even today. In the Bible, we can read about Jacob and Esau. And this was the first time that Jacob, in the position of Abel, could win over Esau in the position of Cain. This was a really incredible victory because this means that the restoration of Abel and Cain signifies the restoration of Adam, the person in the position of Adam. And Paul was inspired to equate Jesus with Adam when he said in 2 Corinthians 15:45 that Jesus is the last Adam or second Adam. So Jesus is Adam, and the foundation of faith, which is the offerings which they made, but then the foundation of substance is that Cain has to approach God through Abel. And this is something which was done with, as I say, with Jacob and Esau for the very first time. And this Abel and Cain is even continuing today. We have the Abel position, which is the free market and freedom expressed most perfectly by the nation of America, and socialism or communism uh, characterized by nations such as Venezuela or China, where there's a lot of control on people, and basically people are subservient to the state, whereas actually people are supposed to be in the king and queen position as sons and daughters of God. And God is, of course, the King of Kings. So I just wondered how many Christians are actually aware of this point, that Abel and Cain is the beginning point of the restoration, and the restoration is basically centered upon Abel, the position of the younger son, having to take dominion over the one in position of the elder son, who is Cain. And even this is continuing today. These two things together, the foundation of faith and foundation of substance, actually make the foundation to receive the Messiah. Because Abel and Cain united is basically the divided aspects of Adam coming into harmony and unity, thereby restoring the condition that Adam can again stand and be then recreated. So Jesus is like a second Adam, but because the chosen people 2,000 years ago did not accept Jesus, did not cooperate with him, then we have the Lord of the second advent, which is coming in the position of the third Adam. And the third Adam is like the first ancestor who fell and became corrupt. And we all of mankind have come from corrupt and fallen parents, and that the whole restoration providence is centered upon the restoration of Adam. And the Lord of the second advent is the third Adam, and then he will then restore person in position of Eve. Jesus and the Holy Spirit were in the positions of restored Adam and the Eve position, and that can give rebirth as spiritual true parents. Because Jesus' body was lost, then this could not be accomplished fully as Jesus wanted to do. This was also why Jesus prayed in Garden Gethsemane so seriously but the disciples fell asleep, and basically Jesus concluded that he would comply with God's will and not his own. But this meant basically that Jesus could not accomplish his primary mission, which was to bring the kingdom of heaven on the earth and become substantial true parents. The substantial true parents was deferred until the Lord of the Second Advent, and the Lord of the Second Advent and his bride, marriage of the Lamb, then would become the true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. So yeah, we need to have a clear understanding of what the Bible actually means, how the restoration providence was carried out by God in such an exacting and not arbitrary way at all, but a very detailed. And Reverend Moon has basically uncovered this aspect of the Bible, which is speaking about the restoration providence from these central figures in the history of restoration. And Jesus, of course, was the culmination of the preparation for the Messiah coming, which was basically a recreation of Adam, the Adam who fell, to be recreated as a sinless Adam, and then to give rise to the original purpose of creation, which is true parents. So yeah, I want to recommend to you to look at this teaching from Sam-Myung Moon, Lord of Second Advent, Sam-Myung Moon. This is written expressly in the Exposition of the Divine Principle. This you can download as a PDF version from the internet. So Exposition of the Divine Principle, or you can buy a copy from Amazon, or even from Family Federation for World Peace Unification. I think they're still selling this in their bookstore. So I want to recommend you to look at this, and also to look again that the Bible is full of incredible things. The Bible actually is very useful, and we need unlocked Bible. And to unlock the Bible, you need to have studied Exposition of the Divine Principle. So I'm recommending this to you. Okay, thanks for listening, and look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.